First, the top news headlines. Global coronavirus deaths pass agonizing milestone of 1 million. Manipur's COVID-19 recoveries stand at 7,982, total case tally at 10,477. And journalist Kishore Chandra Wankham arrested over derogatory remarks. Good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur Television News today at 1 p.m. I'm RIMAI giving you the latest news updates. The global death toll from COVID-19 rose past 1 million today, according to a Reuters tally, a bleak milestone in a pandemic that has devastated the global economy, overloaded health systems and changed the way people live. The Reuters report also said the number of deaths from the novel coronavirus this year is now double the number of people who die annually from malaria, and the death rate has increased in recent weeks as infections surge in several countries. Quoted, "Our world has reached an agonizing milestone," unquote, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said in a statement. It took just 3 months for COVID-19 deaths to double from 500,000, an accelerating rate of fatalities since the first death was recorded in China in early January. More than 5,400 people are dying around the world every 24 hours, according to Reuters calculations based on September averages, overwhelming funeral businesses and cemeteries. That equates to about 226 people an hour, or 1 person every 16 seconds. So far, the global tally now stands at 33,552, 625 with 7,665,005 active cases, 1,06,381 deaths, and 24,881,239 recovery cases so far. India's COVID-19 tally crossed the 61 lakh mark today with a spike of 70,589 new cases and 776 deaths in the last 24 hours. The country's case tally stands at 61,45,292, including 9,47,576 active cases, while 51,01,398 have been cured, discharged or have migrated. The number of fatalities stands at 96,318, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare said today. Meanwhile, the Uttar Pradesh government has decided that public events to celebrate Durga Puja will not be permitted this year in the state in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ordered yesterday that no celebrations would be held on the streets or in pandals. Similar curbs have also been put in place for Dussehra celebrations. However, the Ram Leela performances may be allowed with social distancing norms and a limited audience. Manipur recorded a drop in the number of single-day coronavirus cases yesterday. A total of 178 persons, 157 from the general population and 21 from the Central Armed Police Forces (CAPF) were found to be positive. In the past 24 hours, 106 persons were cured and discharged. The number of active cases is 2,431, while the number of recovery cases is 7,982 as of this morning, as per the COVID-19 Command Control Room. The number of positive cases stands at 10,477 in the state, while the recovery rate is 76.18%. Manipur police has arrested journalist Kishore Chandra Wankham this morning over a controversial comment he made on Maram tribe on the Facebook. Maram Women Union lodged a written complaint against Kishore Chandra Wankham with the officer in charge of Senapati Police Station on September 11 last, after Kishore Chandra posted alleged derogatory remarks against the Maram tribe on his Facebook page on September 3 last. Acting on the complaint by Maram Women Union, Senapati Police registered an FIR against the journalist and arrested him. Kishore Chandra's anticipatory bail plea has been rejected by the court according to a report. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Europe Engineering Management PIZ amadi General Course tamningba mahiroi singidamakta scholarship 100% fangbada natana stipend oina 4.2 lakh fangbagi kudongchaba leiraba mahai tamfam singni loina na India amadi foreign lebak singda MBBS MD course na chingba kaya masu tamnabagidamak amadi education loan gi kudongchaba su pizari hena akupamarol gidamak contact obiro Fort Witt Global Consulting Private Limited, North AOC K Grupart Infal. Contact number 6909-374-625.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khudingmak Red Delivery app ki kuthangda order tobiraktuna yam na laina ahenba charges yaudana isa gi yumda thilaknabagi khudong chaba pijari. App si download tawduna app si kuthangda ngasimak order tawbiyu. Chana thaknaba polam sing khakta natana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kaya marum suna fanglaba app ni. Ngasimak download tawbiyu. Red Delivery for you.
Miyoi samas na lariba makai nong magi changdaba yadraba posak singhi manungda medical science su ama oiri. Pandemic amadi epidemic disease kaya ngasi faubada maithiba piduna lakli. Haurakliba mahiroi singda tungi asaga iroinana UNI Consultancy Private Limited na India amadi aborta MBBS tamningba mahiroi singi 14 lakhs cashback pibatanatana scholarship fangbagi kudong chabasu leiraba mahai tampam sang singni. Ngasi mag registration tawbiduna kudong chabasi manghan bigano hena akupa marol gidama contact tawbirau UNI Consultancy Private Limited Uripok Polam Laikai 7005092567 natraga 7640952247.
Miyamgi Thogol gidamak thong hangsare Miyam gidamak ahongba waimalda adomgi mathau taba apamba commercial vehicle amade machine sing waibinaba aikoi gi phone number 9615-846-446 to call to Biraktuna, Deeper Haiva, Excavator JCB, Portland Volvo Excavator, Haiba Singer Sidage, Adom Gimatau Taba, Apamba Machine Sing, YB Bayaragani.
Aduk live duo. Natro, Red Delivery. Manipur the best delivery service pibado. Pamba posting kudak to. Oh, nang order me amudi to omni bu nang signing bar restaurant pushing do Red Delivery app season order sat. She does not take grocery items in medicine hygiene me mama. Yam relax ta. Over PSU to the market price then nakuta york to. Nangi di kangti idea ori. Aduga grocery items ni kauni. Red Delivery for you.
Welcome back after the break. A combined team of Imphal West Commando and 31 Assam Rifles arrested an active cadre of proscribed RPF PLA from Sekmaijin Bridge yesterday. The arrested has been identified as Ketrimayum Nirjit alias Sanayai Singh, aged 19 years, son of Ketrimayum Papu Singh of Kakching Kulen Makha Lekai, Khongparing. On further examination, he disclosed that he is an active cadre of the RPF PLA and that he joined the outfit through one Jogindrajit alias Chinglei of Kakching in June 2019 and got training at Dongjang in Myanmar, and his army number is 1113. He has been handed over to Mayang Imphal Police Station for further necessary legal action, according to a police report. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh launched the e-Challan and e-payment system of Transport Department, Government of Manipur at Chief Minister's Secretariat yesterday. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister said that such system is a citizen-friendly system which will improve accountability and transparency, prevention of leakages, real-time collection of fine penalty amount. The system would also reduce the workload and paperwork of transport enforcement and traffic police. Let us all collectively work for better governance in the state, he added. On the occasion, Chief Minister also launched dealer point registration system and online permit system for the vehicles. A documentary on the steps taken by the Transport Department during the pandemic was also screened during the function. With the introduction of the newly launched systems, the fees for smart card driving license and registration certificates for vehicles will be reduced from Rs 436 to Rs 645 respectively to Rs 200. Minister for Education S. Rajan Singh, Minister for Transport Vungzagin Valte, Additional Chief Secretary M.H. Khan, Principal Secretary P. Vaipai, officials of various banks, representatives of various vehicle dealers and others were present during the function. Total lockdown continues at Nonai Bazaar imposed by Longmai Bazaar Board since Sunday afternoon. The lockdown will be enforced till the contact tracing for the containment is over. The total lockdown was imposed after one staffer each of Manipur Rural Bank, Nonai Branch and Manipur Development Financial Investment, Nonai Branch were tested positive for COVID-19. Dr. Edwin Golmay, Chief Medical Officer, Nonai, has appealed to all the staff of Manipur Rural Bank, Nonai Branch, and individuals who had visited the bank between September 22 and September 25, besides those who attended the meeting held on September 26 last in the containment area to report and get tested at Tengkonjang Higher Secondary School Testing Center, Nonai, immediately while following SOP guidelines. Residents of Sangayumpham Marikul in Thoubal district staged a sit-in protest yesterday, condemning the police for failing to arrest 37-year-old Mohammed Siddiq, who was allegedly involved in a rape case that took place on August 11 at Sangayumpham Salamacha Pulay Pokpi. Irawat Celebration Committee, Kumbi Local Council observed the 124th Jananita Hijam Irawat birthday at Biblabi Birbhawan CPI office, Kumbi Sandong today. CPI Manipur State Council Secretary L. Sotin Kumar, Assistant Secretary K.H. Surchand, State Secretariat Member A. Lala, Social Worker N. Ibobi, Kumbi Local Council Veteran Communist H. Tomba, Irawat Celebration Committee Kumbi Local Council Executive Member M. Meghachandra and Kumbi Local Council workers were present on the occasion. Rich floral tributes were paid to the photo of Hijam Irabot and other comrades. 3 meritorious students who secured position in the High School Leaving Certificate Examination 2020 were presented with gifts at the event. 4 students from Ibetombi Memorial Wushu Academy, who recently participated in All India Inter-University Wushu Tournament 2019, Punjab, were also felicitated during the program. Senior citizens of Pukhao Ahalup today observed the World Heart Day 2020 at the Community Hall of Pukhao Ahalup under Imphal East. President of Manipur Heart Care Society, Dr. Ketrimayum Kala Singh, resource person of the event, along with 80 senior citizens attended the event. A free heart checkup session was also held at the venue. Dr. Kala presented shawls to 55 senior citizens. Speaking at the occasion, Dr. Kala said that cardiovascular disease is the #1 cause of death globally and that around 17.9 million people across the globe die of heart diseases every year. He underlined on the need of everyone to protect themselves from cardiovascular diseases. Chandel Battalion of 26th Sector Assam Rifles under the aegis of IGAR South provided a new toilet block at village Bongmol under Tengnopal district, constructed under the Border Area Development Program. On 27 September 2020, a toilet block was handed over to village authorities in an inaugural function which was attended by village authority members and villagers. The Border Area Development Program was undertaken along with MS Ranjan and Enterprises, funded by the State Planning Department for the welfare of people of state. Assam Rifles has always been committed in development of the northeastern region and providing assistance to villagers in maintaining a clean and healthy environment, which will contribute immensely to uphold the concept of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. During the function, interaction with villagers were also organized. The villagers present conveyed their sincere gratitude towards Assam Rifles for carrying out development projects for the welfare of the villagers, the IGSAR South said in a release. Thangjam Arun Kumar, aspiring to contest the forthcoming by-polls from Wangkai Assembly Constituency, today repaired roads at Nongmeibung Old Chekon Bazaar and Chingmeirong Maning Lekai, Nakabam Lekai. Arun Kumar and his supporters also provided edibles to residents in COVID-19 containment zone in the constituency, besides handing over street lamps to chairman of Dulaland Development Authority. Let's take another short break. Stay tuned.
Nang na medical tama sa pado, ay siyaw gina nang natahang bala ini. General Nursing and Midwifery GNM 3 years course, 12 in arts or science stream in confused to become a part of one of the most respectable professional career of all time. 12 and above duration 3 years 6 months. BSc in Medical Radiology and Imaging Technology DMRI.
Ultrasound, MRI, CT scan, X-ray.
BSc in Medical Laboratory Technology.
BSc in Operation Theatre Technology.
Admission open for Narem Birahari College, permanently affiliated to Manipur University and included under UGC Act 1956. Free admission for tourism and hospitality management and various other diploma to degree courses and training programs. And also special classes on Indian stock market for those who want to invest or day trade. Classes for beginners to intermediate and intermediate to advanced level. For details, please contact or WhatsApp 7005097748 or visit our website www.nbcollege.ac.in.
Kaya ang yumim sa tuna poching nga si Yondo na laydoon. Siya layda na isagi duka na mahanga nung ay na family siya laydi. Nang na phone dumi ata na dum layo. Sakthiro salame.
Taso Tax Bureau Private Limited ki office sa lagane hujikti am line na loan thaba yar bane. Hariba loan sing ado RBI makhada laiba be amadi NBFCS tagi oigani.
Hoy hoy.
Adusu lowest interest rate 12% per annum. Loan sing bagi matam sune Tha kuntra taruk haidi chahi ahum phau piri personal loan amadi business loan gi oida ne lupa lak manga phau piri tasaw ne na khangninga di ne number sida call tawro ne
Piro. Nang diam khangamina.
phone meli sidi
Hello.
Yamna laiba moongda loan gi khudong chaba lobini basingna ngasima contact obiro Tech Bio Private Limited Hyangthang Takhelambam Konjen opposite Sangai Bazaar contact number 883753323.
Welcome back. The Tripura High Court has asked the state government to elaborate on the COVID-19 situation following the advice of a central expert team. The court also sought information from the Tripura government on several other issues. The division bench of Tripura High Court, comprising the Chief Justice Akil Qureshi and Justice Subhashish Talapatra, has fixed October 5 for the next hearing in the Suomoto case. Advocate General Arun Kanti Bhomik apprised the court that the government would submit an affidavit on steps taken to implement recommendations put forth by the Central Medical next Monday. The top government council also said that the report, which was provided to the High Court in utmost privacy, was somehow found to have been available with Advocate Somik Deb, who was earlier appointed amicus curiae by the court. The situation in Tripura had got out of control following the sudden surge in novel coronavirus confirmed cases and COVID-19 deaths in the state. Reports of mismanagement and allegations from the patients also came into light, following which the state government sought support from the centre. At least 50 people, including 24 Jawans, were tested positive for novel coronavirus in Mizoram in the last 24 hours, taking the state's tally to 1,958, according to media reports. Of the 50 cases, 43 cases were reported from Aizawl district, while 7 cases were reported from Lunglei district in the southern part of the state. The number of active patients now stands at 499, including 211 security personnel. A total of 1,459 people have already recovered from the virus, and the recovery rate is 74.52%. Altogether, 75,552 samples have been tested till yesterday evening. Mizoram has not reported any fatalities so far due to COVID-19. While there was a drastic drop in the number of single-day coronavirus cases in Maharashtra on Monday, Mumbai continued to report over 2,000 COVID-19 infections, with the maximum city crossing the 2 lakh mark according to the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation (BMC). Mumbai on Monday reported 2,055 new coronavirus cases. Death toll in Mumbai also climbed by 40, pushing it to 8,831, the BMC said on Monday. Let's go through some of the local newspaper headlines. Imphal Free Press: asymptomatic patients can leave COVID care centers after 10 days. NPP will not take hasty decision whether to continue support to BJP-led government. Chief Minister Biren inspects ongoing drilling works for groundwater schemes. BJP mandals of Churachandpur load Biren. Modi's unplanned lockdown policy taking toll on everyone, says Youth Congress. The Shanghai Express: 4 days after 2 members dropped from ministry, NPP still sticks to wait and watch line. Will stay or walk out together, reiterates NPP. First COVID-19 vaccine in India by early 2021, says Health Ministry. Dropping of Hang Khandian from ministry, Churachandpur BJP suspends all party activities. Slight dip from 200 plus cases in last 3 days, state records 178 fresh cases. The People's Chronicle: NPP keeps lips tight on future course of action. Ministerial berth not permanent but reshuffle violates ethics of coalition government, says Janta Kumar. Centre extends ban on Kaplang faction of NSCN. BJP Thanlon thanks Chief Minister Churachandpur Mandal fumes. 178 new cases take Delhi to 10,477, 5,888 local cases. Manipur Mail: Chief Minister inspects construction of irrigation facilities. Awangbo wants officials to meet people. 4 NPP legislators to take collective decision. Before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Global coronavirus deaths pass agonizing milestone of 1 million. Manipur's COVID-19 recoveries stand at 7,982, total case tally at 10,477. And journalist Kishore Chandra Wankem arrested over derogatory remarks. That is all for the news today at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.
ina lusing ba sakara sida